and welcome to Kids Mind, where we learn, we laugh, and we explore. I'll be your teacher, Teacher Azaria, and today I'll be going to share with you a very nice Bible story. Kids, do you love Bible stories? Do you love Bible stories? Wow, that's so great. So, before we start, don't forget to follow us at GBS TV Africa everywhere. And also, you can send us an SMS through the SMS line to 1144. Good. So, kids, we are going to continue with our story about the mighty man from the Bible. Who did we say that he was mighty in the Bible? Yes, the man named Samson, right? Yes, his father was called Manoah. So, we found out that after he went to his father-in-law to take his wife, that he found out that his father-in-law has given his wife to his friend. And he went, and because he was so angry, he went and took how many foxes? 300 foxes, and he beat them together and light up the tails of the foxes, and he let them go to the farms of the Philistines. And also, the Philistines was so angry, and they asked, who dared to do this to us? And they told him, the son-in-law of the Timnite. Who was it? Samson. And they inquired, why did he do so? And they said, because his father-in-law had given his wife to his fellow friend. So they went and burnt up the young lady and her father. And also, he went to them too. Who went to them? Samson. And he slew many of them. Why did he do so? Because he was angry. Although they did this to me, you have burned them, and so have done this unto you. And then the Philistine went to Judah. Repeat after me, Judah. Yes, they went to Judah, hoping that they will bind Samson. And there they took 3,000 men of Judah and told them to go upon a rock named Etam. And so they went and waited for Samson. And they went, and as Samson came, they told him, they asked him, Samson, why did you do so to the Philistine? And he said, as they did unto me, so I have done unto them. And he told them, and they told him, we have come here to bind you and give you into the hands of the Philistine. And he told them, swear unto me that you yourself will not fall upon me. And they swore unto him. And they bound his hand with what? 2 new cords. And they took him to a place named Lehi. Say Lehi. I can't hear you. What did I say? Lehi. Yes. They took him to a place named Lehi. And there, the Philistine, when they saw him, they shouted. But as they shouted unto him, the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon Samson, and he was able to slew them using a jawbone of a donkey. A jawbone of a donkey. Yes, he slew all of them. And this is what he said. Let's look at Judges chapter 15, verse 16. Judges chapter 15, verse 16. And I will read. And Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, and with the jaw of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. And it came to pass, when he had made an end of the speaking, that he threw away the jawbone, and called that place Ramath Lehi. And he was so thirsty, and he called upon the Lord, and he told him, oh God, you have given me such a great victory, but are you going to let me die of thirst, and that I will fall upon the hands of the uncircumcised? But in verse 19, let us read, But God clave a hollow place that was in the jaw, and there came water thereout. And when he had drunk, his spirit came again, and he was revived. His spirit came again, and he was revived. And during the time of the Philistine, he had judged Israel for 20 good years. How many years did he judge the children of Israel? 20 good years. Yes, Samson was a judge. During that time, the Israelites never had kings, so they were using judges who will come and help them solve their cases. When I fought with my friend, I will go to Samson, and he will make us be friends again, okay? Yes, he used to solve their cases. So, one day, Samson went to Gaza, and there he found a harlot. He went into her, but when the Philistines knew that he was there, they said, we are going to wait for Samson, and in the morning, we are going to kill him, not knowing that Samson was very wise. Do you know what he did? In the midnight, he arose. Yes, he did wake up in the midnight. Do you usually wake up in the midnight? I don't know. But Samson did wake up in the midnight, and this is what he did. Judges chapter 16, verse 3. And Samson lay till midnight, and arose at midnight, and took the doors of the gate of the city and the 2 posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of a hill that is before Hebron. Yes, he took all of them. It could have really been heavy, right? But you can find out that he was mighty. So he took them to a hill which was in Hebron. And in verse 4, and it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. Samson fell in love with this beautiful lady, and her name was Delilah. She was a Philistine. But when the Philistine knew that Samson now was in love, they knew, now because he's in love, we are going to trick him using the same person. So the lords of the Philistine went to Delilah and told her, if you find the weakness of Samson, each one of us is going to give you 1,100 pieces of silver. All of them. And Delilah started to calculate, 1,100 pieces of silver. Yes, and as she calculated, she knew that, wow, I will gain a lot of money just by giving the weaknesses of Samson. So she went and asked Samson, hey Samson, do you love me? And he said, of course, I love you. And she said unto him, if thou lovest me, now tell me where your strength lies. And Samson, mocking her, did this to her. In verse 6, and Delilah said to Samson, tell me, I pray thee, wherein thy great strength lies, and wherewith thou mightest be bound to afflict thee. And Samson said unto her, if thou bind me with 7 green withers that were never dried, then shall I be weak and be as another man. He told her that if she bind him with 7 new withs, he will become as weak as another man. So she did so. And she called upon Samson, hey, Samson, the Philistines are here. And he arose and he broke the withs as a thread which was caught on fire. And she said unto him, why mockest me? Why are you lying to me? Now tell me where your strength lies. And in verse 10, Delilah said unto Samson, behold, thou hast mocked me and told me lies. Now tell me, I pray you, wherewith thou mightest be bound. And he said unto her, if thou bind me fast with new ropes that never were occupied, then shall I be weak and be as another man. So she went and bought new ropes, and she bound Samson with them. And again she shouted, Samson, the Philistines are upon you. And he arose and he broke off the ropes. And again she went unto him, why are you still mocking me, and why are you lying to me? Please tell me where your strength lies. And he said unto her, if thou weavest my 7 locks with web, then shall I be weak again. So she went and started to weave the hair of Samson, the 7 locks that he had. And again she shouted, Samson, the Philistines are coming. And again he arose together with what? Together with that which has been woven on his head. And she again cried unto him, why are you still lying unto me? Why do you keep mocking me? Now you have mocked me thrice. I don't like it. And you are still saying that you love me? And she kept pressing him and pressing him and pressing him until his soul was super vexed. And so he told her the whole truth. He said, you see, when I was born, no razor was put upon my head, for I've been a Nazarite from my mother's womb. Yes, God considered Samson as a Nazarite. So Nazarites were not shaving their hair. So he told her, if thou shave my 7 locks, then I will become as weak as other men. So she went and took Samson and she made him lie on her laps. Yes, when you are sleepy, your mother, your friend, your daddy makes you lie on his or her laps, right? And he starts or she starts singing a nice lullaby to you, right? So she went and made him lie on her laps, and as he lied, she went and called another man, and he came and shaved off the hair of Samson. And then she shouted, Samson, the Philistines are here. But him, shaking himself off, he said, I'm going to go out as I've been going before, not knowing that the Spirit of God has left him. So the Philistine came and bound him with chains, took out his 2 eyes. Ouch! Imagine your 2 eyes being taken off. Yes, they took out his eyes and they bound him and put him in prison. Do you know what happened next? Yes, there was this feast that the lords of the Philistine had prepared. And they went to one of the greatest temples where they used to worship their god who was named Dagon. Their god who was named Dagon. Yes, the Philistines were not Christian. They were not worshiping the true God. They were worshiping this so-called god Dagon. Yes, so they organized a great feast. All the Philistines were there. Some on the rooftop, some beneath, and all of them were laughing and saying and praising their God. Ha ha ha! The God has given us so much victory. We have that who was an enemy unto us. We have Samson with us. So they sent for Samson so that he might entertain them. And he called Samson and he came. There was a lad which was helping him because he could not see, right? Yes. So they called Samson and he entertained them. He entertained them, laughing at them. Ha ha ha! Samson, you are not as strong as before. But remember, when you shave your hair, does it stop growing? No, it does not stop growing. So while he was in prison, his hair continued to grow and grow and grow and grow. Do you know what happened next? Yes, as he was entertaining them, he told the man who was leading him, hey, please help me touch the pillars which is supporting the house so that I might lie myself there. He wanted to support himself there. But he was a wise man, don't forget. So the lad took him there, and he felt the pillars which were supporting the house. And as he felt the pillars, this is what he said unto God. Judges chapter 16, verse 28. Are you there? Judges chapter 16, verse 28. Let me read. And Samson called unto the Lord and said, O Lord God, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me, I pray thee, only this once, O God, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistine for my 2 eyes. So he prayed unto God and asked God, please God, just this once, give me strength. And do you know what happened? Verse 29. And Samson took hold of the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up of the one with his right hand, and of the other with his left, like this. And Samson said, let me die with the Philistines. And he bowed himself with all his might, and the house fell upon the lords and upon all the people that were there. And do you know what happened? The time he was dying, the time of his death, he killed as many people, more than he had killed when he was alive. And so their people came and took the dead body of Samson, and they went and buried him where? In his father's tomb. Who was his father? Manoah. So they went and buried him. So he destroyed and killed so many Philistines during his death, more than when he was alive. Kids, what does this story teach us? This story teaches us that we should only rely on God, and we should only obey that which comes from the Lord. When the servant of God tells us to do something, don't think, how am I supposed to do it? Oh, I'm not good at this. Don't ask yourself that just because you have been told to go, you just go, because God is together with you. And don't forget, when you are in trouble, just call upon the name of the Lord, and his spirit will come descending upon you, and you'll have strength to conquer all that which will be before you. We come to the end of our story. But before I leave, I have a nice song for you. Would you like us to sing it together? Now listen, okay? You're going to sing after me. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson feared the Lord. O Lord my God, please remember me. 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 Strengthen me today. Great! Now let's sing it together. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson was a mighty man was he. Samson feared the Lord. O Lord my God, please remember me. O Lord my God, please remember me. O Lord my God, please remember me. Strengthen me today. Hooray! So kids, we come to the end of our story. I hope you've learned, you laughed, and we have explored. Have been your teacher, Teacher Zaria. And don't forget to follow us at GBS TV Africa everywhere. And if you have a question, you can SMS it through the SMS line to 1144. See you next time. Bye-bye.